There's the stove. And that's actually a pantry, but there is a full pantry, and I'm going to show you that in a minute. And again, this dishwasher was replaced, I'm trying to think, about 2 years ago. The stove is probably 4 years old, and it's a Samsung, and it works really well. It is electric. The microwave was replaced about 3 years ago. And then the refrigerator is probably 6 or 7 years old, but it's black and it works like a champ. The key to refrigerators is vacuuming out the bottom so they can breathe. Anyway, there's a really cool fluted glass right here for the corner cabinet. And the dog's not included. We discussed that in the photos. Here we go. Around the corner is this nice pantry. And the pantry is nice and long. And there is actually an outlet in the pantry. So if you wanted to add say a small chest freezer of some type, you could do so right in there because there is an outlet. So let's go to the back bedroom. So we're walking through the hall, and here is the downstairs bathroom. Notice the old doors. Now it is the original tub. The vanity has been replaced, and the fixtures have been replaced. The toilet is a tall, comfort toilet. It is oval, so the door does not open all the way because the toilet is an oval. I suppose if you wanted it to close all the way, you could get a round one, but I've always felt the oval ones were more comfortable. So this has the full tub in here, and it is original. And now we're going to walk around the corner. This is an electric fireplace. The TV will not convey, but I might let the components convey, at least the amplifier, because it does control the surround sound, which is already in place. And I may leave those for you. Okay, so this is a little step up, and the reason I did it in the cherry was to contrast so that it was obvious that it was a little different flooring. And then in here is my messy laundry room. I'm in the process of doing laundry, but it's a little area where at least you're in the house and not having to go to a basement or a garage to do your laundry. And here is the secondary bedroom, the second bedroom. It has a good sized closet. This I'm using as for my packing up area, so it's not as neat and tidy as it could be right now. Looking right outside, you do see the hot tub, and we'll go outside after I've shown you the upstairs. So this is the guest room. And if you guys are fighting, one of you can sleep there and be comfortable. Or if you have guests, you have a place to put them. And you will have guests when you live here. Okay, so the steps are carpeted. They actually have been cleaned. They were cleaned yesterday. They're not vacuumed, but they are cleaned. And we're going up the stairs. Okay, we're going up the stairs. Here we go. And this is a landing that I've used as my desk area for many years. And it's adequate, as you can see. And there's a little door here which goes to the attic area, and there's additional storage there. And as you can see, or maybe not see, when you're sitting at the desk, you have a great big huge ponderosa pine tree that you're looking at. So wherever you look in this house where you find your windows, there are trees. And that's the beautiful part of this side of town. Now here we are in the master bedroom. There's a little, this area is actually built up because it's where the stairs go down below. And I often envision this area to have maybe an electric fireplace here to kind of set the tone for a little more ambiance, or could be used for anything. But I've just got a little covered seat cushion on it. So I have a room air conditioner for the upstairs bedroom, and I've actually used it last year about 3 times, because the beauty of living here is that when the sun goes down, we go back down to the 70s. So it's very comfortable and you don't have to breathe canned air. So this is the master. Now I have a queen bed here, but I have extra wide nightstands. So a king bed would fit with smaller nightstands, because these are probably 36 inches wide. They're wide. And here is the closet. It's not as neat as I would like it to be, but it has shelving all the way up. And you can hang double things there. So this is the main closet. And then there's another double closet in the bathroom. So this is the bathroom. In here, I'm sure Joni told you, there are 2 hot water heaters. There is one upstairs. I think this one is a 30, this is a 30 gallon. And it was replaced, I would say, about maybe 8 years ago. And then over here, I want to get in the mirror, but here's additional closet. I'm a shoe fetish, I think. Shoe person. And so there's additional closet space with mirrored doors. And then you have the same comfort height oval toilet here. Place to stash your ironing board. A little cupboard that you can put additional things. I happen to use it for vitamins. And then here is the shower. And the shower head. But again, you look outside and you've got those pine trees everywhere. I just, love that part of this location. Feel like you live in a tree house. So we're gonna head back out. There's a big fan up here that works really well. Oh, this is the deck, the French doors that go out to the deck. And it's a big deck. I don't know the actual size. I've got the plan somewhere. That was put in about '07. Does have a little bit of an awning here. And let's look down on the backyard. So that's the back door, and you have a paver patio. And I have it kind of cordoned off because of my dogs. And when I want to grow things and I don't want them to eat them, I use that green fencing. And there's the one-car garage that I had built in about '07. It had to be built in exactly the same footprint because it was built on the lot line. So the overall size of it is 10 by 16. And believe it or not, it costs as much to build a small one as it does a big one. I wish I could have built one bigger. So in the corner we have an apple tree. I told Joni I can't remember if it's a Gala or a Fuji, but it is a red apple and it is a good one to eat. And that's a locust tree, and it will green out as the season goes by. And this, the tall greenery that you see, which is not as green as it will be when the monsoons start, is bamboo. And the reason I like it is because it's green year-round, it's very tall, and it affords privacy. So we'll go back inside. Pardon the dog beds. Come on, Pippin. Come on, Pippin. Come on, good boy. Okay, we're going to go back downstairs. And I might consider leaving this desk if it's something that you think you could use. It works really well there. So you can let me know on that. So we're going back down the stairs. And we're going to go outside from the lower level. And there's a side gate which goes to the driveway, and the driveway is very long. It's a nice long driveway. So you could conceivably get three if not 4 cars in this driveway. And Joni and I discussed the possibility of making that a tandem garage, which probably can be done as long as you get permission from the historical preservation folks. This is a paver patio, and at one time there were steps coming down from the old deck upstairs, and it came down right about here at an angle, and it took up so much of this patio space that I said, when we rebuild that deck, I'm not going to keep those steps. So the steps upstairs, the steps coming down from the deck upstairs no longer exist. I suppose you could put some down on the other side. I made a little walkway here. I have my barbecue there. Over here is where the hot tub is. It's situated underneath the upper deck. And it's a big hot tub. This is made by Sundance. It's their model they call the Altamar. And Sundance in Spa Land is the best you can get. And it's in great shape. As you can see, it's a big one. And this is a better shot of the bamboo. Now, this kind of bamboo has a tendency to grow up as opposed to out. And you'll notice some brown on it. That's from the winter. It does shed some leaves, and you can see the leaves, which I am in the process of raking up. But for the most part, it's green year-round. And hopefully that gives you a little bit of an overview of how things play out. This is a side yard. It is fenced. And we used to use this side for composting, but as the years went by, we kind of got out of that habit. But you can use it for whatever you want. Anyway, so that's the end of the video.